Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Dan the Man coming at you from the 60s Rule Channel. And, hey, Mr. Bones, where the heck's the crew? I don't see him. Where'd they go? Where is everybody? Oh, there you are. What the heck's going on here? You guys playing, what are you playing, skee ball? Are you kidding me? Guys, we got to make a video, you know? Hey, you know what? That looks like a lot of fun. Hey, you mind if I try? Let me give it a shot. Let's see. Hey, what's going on here, man? I'm not scoring any points. What's that, Bert? I suck? What do you mean I suck? You suck. You know what? Everyone back to work. That's it. All right, guys and gals, we're back at the bench over here, and yeah, I think my crew had enough fun and games for one day, so yeah, back to business. Anyway, we got a final today on the Glory Days of Drag Racing group build hosted by these two cool YouTubers over here. We got Joe from Big Sky Model Workshop and Tiffany from Dirt Road Cinderella. And like I said, I want to thank both of them for hosting this, and what a cool idea. And if they do it next year, you can count me in right now, man, because I dig anything from the 60s, you know. All right, guys and gals, let's see. This is what we started with over here. I started this about a couple of months ago, you know, and, you know, working on it on and off. We finally got it done, had a lot of fun with this kit, and I really dig this kit, man. You can build it a couple of ways here. Yeah, you got it right here. You got stock, and you got the street shaker over there. But we decided to make it into a drag car, okay? And we use a six-banger. And this is an original kit from '75. Yeah. So you had this blown Chevy engine here, but I saved that for another build. We used the straight six. We did something a little different, you know. So, without any further ado, let's slide this thing over here, and let's check her out, man. And I tell you, I had a lot of fun with this thing, especially the paint, man. That was really fun. I try to give it that, you know, that 60s era feel. You've seen a lot of drag cars with these funky paint schemes on them, you know. So that's what I try to emulate over here, you know. And, yeah, let's talk about the paint. That was really fun, man. And I think it was like a 5-stage process over here. And guys, I'm telling you, it's not very hard to do. It's time consuming. That's all it is. Because I have a lot of people coming up to me and saying, well, I wish I could paint like that. I said, all you need is an airbrush and an imagination. And everything else will just fall into place, you know. Hell, I just started using an airbrush at age 60, you know. I rattle can my whole life, and, you know, I'm still learning today, you know. I'm still learning tricks and tips and, you know, watching everybody's videos and, you know, talking to other modelers. But, you know, like I said, it's not that hard. Let me show you what I did over here. We started out doing the taping over here. We have basically, you got 4 panels over here, right? You see you got the roof, the hood, and the 2 sides. Okay, once that was all taped off, okay. And let me show you the tape I used. I know a lot of guys are a little reluctant, you know, and hesitant about doing taping because, you know, they're afraid of paint bleeding through. But let me tell you, use this Tamiya tape over here, and it says right here, masking tape for curves. This is perfectly for doing those, you know, complex curves, you know. And I also use, in conjunction with this tape, the other Tamiya paper tape. But this is like a vinyl tape. You could just do just about anything you want with this tape. And I believe it comes in a 1 mil too. But then I also have this tape over here. This is actually 132, which I've used over here to separate the panels. This works great. And also to tape off the rest of the model, because actually I started out with just a white plastic because I wanted white as the base color. And all I did was wet sand that with 2000 grit. So I didn't have to paint it because the body was great. There was no issues with it. And to tape off the rest of the body, you know, and maintain all that white on there, I use this frog tape, which is pretty good. I like using this tape. And it's basically the same tape as the Tamiya tape. It's very thin, you know, and it doesn't leave any residue on there. You know, it's not too aggressive. So this frog tape works pretty good. So once we got our panels, our 4 panels all taped off, then we hit it with the Tamiya gold leaf right over here. That worked out great. All right, because we're going to put candies over the top. So candies work great over a silver base or a gold base. So I decided to go with the gold. And then we took our 1/32 inch tape over here. You can see we made little, you know, little boxes over here, little, you know, squares or whatever you want to call them right there, right? So once we got that done, then we took this material over here. This is, I think they call this shelving material. And you can use just about any kind of material. You know, I've seen guys using these bags, onion bags and produce bags, or you could use just about anything you want. Doilies, they use those, you know, for get those little patterns, you know. This is sort of a rubberized material. Sometimes the tape doesn't want to stick to it, but it leaves a nice little pattern on there. You know, you can see I've used some of it before, so. But yeah, you can buy this stuff anywhere, you know. So once this was taped on, then we hit it with all of our candies right over here. Well, it says Tamiya clear, but basically, you know what it is? It's a clear coat with dye in it. You know, it acts just like a candy. So we used all 5 of those colors right over there, and we just used them, you know, randomly. You know, you see, we said reds, orange, blues, greens, and just kept repeating the pattern. You know, just all freehand, guys. It's not, you know, it's not rocket science. You know, it's easy to do. Like I said, you take your time. You know, that's all. And I think she came out pretty nice. I'm really digging it. You know. So, you know, let me just stop this guy here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see, can we stop it? All right, there we go, finally. I'll take this off of here and get a little closer look over there. Yeah, we hardly had any bleed on here. We had a couple of spots we had to touch up there. And it's not the tape, that was me. So, you know, got to make sure your tape is really secure. And I got nice clean lines over there, you know. And then we added the contingency decals as well. And then we used the old 6-banger in there. That came out really nice. I was really digging this because, you know, I figured let's do something a little different. Let's use the 6-cylinder, you know. So we wired it, and a couple of hoses over there. And we added some fuel lines. We scratch built that as well. It came out really nice, you know. I'm really digging it. And the interior, you're not going to see much of that because we used the smoked glass on there. And you can go back to my archives. I think I got a couple of update videos, and you can see some of the details in there. You know, like I said, you're not going to see much in there. So, yeah, you can barely see the seats. But it's detail. I detail it anyway, even though, you know, you're not going to see it, you know. But, yeah, she came out really nice. Let me put you back in the holder over here. All right. And let me see. Do we do anything underneath? Probably not. So we got the ladder bars in there, painted them yellow. We got some blue shocks in there. And there's the exhaust system for the 6. So that came with the kit. So I think we had to modify it just a little bit, you know. But yeah, nice little clean build over there. But I had a blast doing this, man. This is really fun, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. And we used a rear bumper on there. I didn't put the bumper on the front. Yeah, it's a drag car. We don't need a bumper on there. All right, guys and gals. I think that's about it. And I want to thank, again, these two cool dudes, Dude and Dudette, for hosting this group build. I had a lot of fun doing this. And if you guys, like I said, host it next year, definitely count me in. We had a blast doing this. And if you guys are not subbed to Joe or Tiffany, hey, man, you're missing out, man. You better go out there and check them out, man. Give them a like, give them a sub, ring the doorbell, tell them they're cool, and tell them Dan the Man sent you. All right, guys and gals, I'm out of here. And remember, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Guys, take care, be safe, and keep on building.